Hey kids, Uncle Matt here. I got a new thing in the mail here. It's a Yobo Gameware Factor 5 console. I also got a bunch of games from a thrift shop, so I'm going to get rid of those and get them all cleaned up, and hopefully everything should be fine. This plays NES games as well as Factor cartridges, of which there's only one that really exists with 5 crappy games on it. So go stick with your NES cartridges, and we'll see what happens when I turn it on, and I'll let you guys know if it's totally worth 30 bucks that it's for sale for. Actually, you can buy these on eBay for like 6 bucks. So I'll let you know. We'll have some fun. So this is the Yobo Gameware Factor 5. I bought it at a used game shop. It was fairly cheap. Show you the back of the box here. Features a reset, a power on off, and a cartridge insert. Woohoo! The one thing that everybody seems to like about these Yobo consoles is that they use original Nintendo controllers. Other consoles that I've bought, like the Super FC Loader, takes it almost looks like a Sega Genesis or Mega Drive controller, but it's not. It's a proprietary controller. I'll do another video for that console. This one actually works pretty well for what you want it to do. I've seen a lot of really bad reviews on this, just, oh, it's so cheap, blah blah blah, but you know, I paid probably 30 bucks for this, and you get what you pay for. So let's go ahead and open it here. Here's what's inside. So you get the console itself. This is a power adapter and video cables. A couple of controllers with the Nintendo end on it. You know, they feel pretty solid for a made in China product. And you get a light gun. The light gun is going to be useless if you're using this on a modern TV. They do not work with LCD screens. They do not work with plasma screens, so avoid them like the plague. I will go ahead and turn everything on and show you guys the gameplay. And that'll be the next part of the video. Let's just go and see if we can find some English on here. It is the world's most popular 8-bit combo video game system. Yeah, that's about it. Light game, bin not compatible in LCD TV and plasma TV. So as you can see there in their torn up version of the English language, it says don't use this on an LCD or a plasma. It's just not going to work. There it says everything in the box. Okay, so let's power it on, and I'll give you guys a show. Okay, so hopefully you'll all be able to see this. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And this is what happens if you turn it on without a cartridge in the slot. Basically, there's no built-in games like you see on other Chinese-made consoles. So this one is strictly an NES on a chip, so a Famiclone on a chip. And it basically just takes the game hardware and plays it from that chip. So it's not emulating full hardware. I'm gonna throw in my copy of Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. It's not hard to get it in there or anything. Turn it off. And there you have it. Trying to adjust the camera here. There we go. I apologize, there's no sound. As you can see, it works pretty well. Colors are a little bit off, but that might just be my monitor. I'm using a weird adapter to kind of hook it up to this computer monitor here. The controllers are responsive. Everything works as it should. It doesn't feel cheap or plasticky at all. Feels comfortable in your hand. So everything feels pretty good. There's no clunkiness to it. The graphics are pretty good. I know it's not showing up on my camera very well, but that's the camera for you. Everything works pretty well. I'd say this is probably one of the better clone consoles or Famiclones that I've ever actually come across. Here's some Tetris just for kicks. Everything is kind of messed up a little bit. I think that's not the console, I think that's my cartridge. But if you have clean carts that work, go ahead and use them. So bottom line is the Yobo Game Share Game Rare NES Console Factor 5 thingamajig. Is it worth it? Absolutely. The controllers feel really good in your hands. They don't feel cheap. They're not plasticky or anything like that. The light gun could do without the light gun. My system didn't actually have a cartridge inside of it. It doesn't say anywhere on the box that it does, but all the systems I've seen online have a factor cartridge included. You can go ahead and get that if you want. It's 5 really terrible games. I think my Chinese Super FC loader, I'll do another video about that, actually has games built in, so this one doesn't have that. Totally worth the $7 you can get it for on eBay. I'd say do it. Uncle Matt approved. Bye guys.